How's everybody doing today? Christian Prepper here. Today I want to talk about Doomsday bunkers. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing to have one or get one? Me, I don't think it's that good of an idea. But staying home in your apartment, heading out to the woods, is that a good idea? I don't know. There's a lot of things to consider. Having a community or joining a community, is that a good thing? So let's figure this out. If nuclear war was to start, you're stuck underground if you're in a bunker. Is that a good thing? Some of these bunkers are made pretty awesome. They got those storage units that are made out of steel. Some people encase those in cement. Awesome. But you got to have air filtration systems. You got to have air conditioning. You got to have heat. You got to have all the things in line. And being down there, you're a sitting duck. You really are. You can be forced out. Number one, you could get burned out. Number two, you could get smoked out. Number three, you could get suffocated out. All they got to do is find your air filtration system and suffocate that. And if you have no air, obviously you got to get out of there because you got to breathe, right? They can clog your air filtration system. They can smoke out your air filtration system. It's not really a good idea. You got to think about that. And number four, you could just plainly get blown up. I mean, if they want you that bad, they'll blow you up, and whatever survives it for food, water and ammo, they'll collect what's left and be on their way. Because bad or evil people, if they want what you have, they'll do whatever it takes to force you out. That's for sure. You're a sitting duck down there. If they want your guns and your food and your ammo, they will do whatever it takes. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but it's the truth. They will not stop until they succeed. Now, staying in your house or apartment, is that safe? Yes or no? Yes or no? It's hard to say, Me, I'm going to stay in my apartment. My wife and I, we've already talked about it for as long as we can because we feel that's the right thing to do. There's a lot of good things and bad things. You got to have resources to stay buckled in. But you also need more people. So not having a lot of people at your call, you're not going to fight off a band of marauders, 5, 10, 15 people, unless you have a Gatling gun, grenades, maybe bombs. It's a fine line. You got to have some type of friends and family or community built up. You really do. So if you decide to stay in, you, your wife, and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 kids, everybody's got to know how to use a gun or a weapon of some sort. Any type of self-defense, even martial arts is a good thing. You're not going to fight off these people until they get what they want. But it's just it's proper thinking, people. It really is. Common sense, if you will. Community is everything. Now, there's a guy called Drew Miller. He's a retired Air Force colonel, very smart person. I've done a lot of research on this guy. He's the owner and CEO of a survival community called Fortified Ranch. They have 7 locations in America in 7 different states. It's $1,000 per person annually, which I think annually is 1 year. So every year per person is $1,000. You got to have a certain amount of resources: food, water, guns, ammo. You can't join this unless you have a certain amount of resources. But it's awesome. They have lookout towers. They have it going on there, and they're above ground, and they're deep out in deep country of every one of these states. Now, the 7 states are Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, New York. I believe New York is upper state. It wouldn't be in the city, that's for sure. Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin. This guy has got a serious community growing, and there's hundreds of people. There's actually a waiting list of thousands of people. It's amazing. It's a middle-class prepper's paradise. It really is. If I had the money for my wife and I would definitely join. That's without a doubt. I think this guy, he believes the same as I do, or I believe the same as he do, I should say. The bigger the group, the better off you are. You've got to have community. You really do. If you get forced out of your apartment, your home, your bunker, you got to have a place to go. Now, living out in the woods is a good thing. You can live off squirrel, chipmunks, fish in a stream. You got to be careful with water, though. Because you don't know if the water's been contaminated, but that's another problem. You got to be careful. That's why we save our water, my wife and I. You got to really think this through, people. You really do. So remember, You know, when you think about buying these bunkers, they're anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million. These high-end ones, you can get those storage units. Those sell for like $2,000 or $3,000 and bury them in your backyard. That's what a lot of people do. Very good idea. But don't forget, if people know that you're down there, they will do whatever it takes to get you out. It's a fact. It's a fact. You're a sitting duck down there. Sure, you can be like this. But if they cut off your air supply and they try to smoke you out, what are you going to do then? You got to get out, you know? So they're better off to not go in than have to worry about getting out, right? That's the way I look at it. So I hope you guys like this video. This is a little bit of research that I've been doing on Doomsday Bunkers. I see them a lot on YouTube and Google and stuff like that. And the best scenario that I can think of is community. You cannot go wrong with community. The more, the better. The more, the merrier. Really. So this is the Christian Prepper. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget, it's better to have and not need than need and not have. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and share. That'd be really awesome if you could do that. I'd rather be wrong than be right about Doomsday. That's for sure. You know, and there's another thing that I learned recently, and I'd like to share it with you. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. It really is. That's something I learned recently on watching TV. I thought that was a really good thing to say. It's a thinker, you know. So you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.